Alright guys, look, let's face it, if you played Call of Duty during a golden era between Modern Warfare 2 and Ghost, you know how it felt. The thrill, the camaraderie, and the excitement of every single match, it was something special. But now, it's different. And maybe, just maybe, that's okay. In this video, we're going to talk about the nostalgia for old school Call of Duty games, why Ghost marked a turning point for the series, how skill-based matchmaking has affected the game, and most importantly, what this all means for the future of the franchise. Is Call of Duty going for good, or are we just looking at it from the wrong angle? So let's kick things off by talking about what we'll call the golden era of Call of Duty. We're talking about the time period from 2009 to 2013, talking about Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 2, and a lot of people also put in the very first Modern Warfare game from 2007. Look, if you were there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These games hit all the right notes, simple mechanics that were easy to pick up but difficult to master, fast-paced gameplay, memorable maps, and the excitement of earning kill streaks like a Predator missile or a chopper gunner. Every match felt different, and every kill felt earned for the most part. And let's not forget the community. Look, Call of Duty in those days was a social experience. People were in lobbies trash talking, making friends, sometimes even making enemies, but that was a part of the fun. It was raw, unpredictable. Most importantly, it felt rewarding. And also back then, different from today, you were allowed to stay in the same lobby with the same people after a match so that you could go back up against those people if you lost, maybe get some revenge, or maybe if you found an easy lobby, you could just kind of stay in there for a while and kind of farm some kills, right? Okay, and so then it came Ghost. Now I know some people enjoy Ghost, but let's be real. This is where the franchise started to go downhill for a lot of us. While Ghost wasn't a bad game, it just didn't capture the same magic as its predecessors. Ghost introduced larger maps, slower gameplay, and a more tactical feel. The fast-paced, adrenaline-fueled chaos we love from MW2 or Black Ops 2 was replaced by a more methodical, sometimes frustrating playstyle. On top of that, the maps were less memorable and the overall tone of the game felt off. And then we get to the advanced movement games. I'm talking Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 3. Let's fast forward a little bit. Modern Warfare 2019 was a great game, or it was supposed to be a great game. This game felt more like Call of Duty than Call of Duty had felt like in years, but there was one big issue that they brought forward to break the community when this game came out, and let's talk about it. And this issue is called skill-based matchmaking, the most controversial feature in Call of Duty today. Skill-based matchmaking aims to pair you with players of similar skill levels, which in theory sounds great, right? Fair competition, balanced matches, but the reality is a lot different. Skill-based matchmaking essentially makes every match feel like you're playing in a tournament. You're constantly being paired with people at your skill level, which means that unless you're constantly improving, every game feels like a sweat fest. And the skill-based matchmaking works so quickly that it'll repair you in different types of lobbies based on your last few games, so that even if you are getting better, you can't even tell because you don't perform better. There's no room for casual play, no room to relax and have fun. Look, for a lot of players, this takes away the magic of Call of Duty. And that's the core issue. Call of Duty was always about fun. The casual lobbies where you could just dominate and feel like a beast, or the lobbies where it will be some players on other team where you could dominate, and then other players who were actually really good, and you had to figure out how to beat those players. You can get better because you can see the difference between the levels of the players on that team. It made sense. Everything made sense. But skill-based matchmaking has removed the element. Now, if you get better, you're in lobbies with better players, and the game punishes you for improving. Like many creators, like people like the Exclusive Ace, have pointed out that skill-based matchmaking has essentially killed that classic experience. It makes the game feel more like a grind, more like work than play. Instead of earning your way into competitive matches through ranked play, skill-based matchmaking makes every match feel like ranked mode, even when you just want to play casually. So here's the hard truth. Call of Duty will never be the same. That golden era is not coming back. The games we loved from 2009 to 2013 were a product of their time, an era where gaming was simpler, more community driven, and less focused on algorithms and matchmaking systems. And let's face it, the gaming industry has changed tremendously. We've got more advanced technology, more data-driven systems, and developers who are designing games for broader audiences. Call of Duty has evolved, and a lot of us think it's not for the better, and it's no longer just about pleasing the hardcore fans. It's about reaching everyone. With features like skill-based matchmaking, battle passes, and microtransactions, Call of Duty has shifted from being a pure shooter experience to a platform that's more about keeping players engaged in a long term. And their business models reflect that. And look, so here's the question. What do we do now? If Call of Duty would never be the same, does that mean we're out of luck? Not exactly. Look, the good news is there are plenty of other games out there that capture that old school feeling we miss from Call of Duty. That's not true. The reality is the experience from older Call of Duty games is something we will never get back, and it's just something that's locked in nostalgia heaven forever. I know people who swear by games like Apex Legends or really love Fortnite or play Overwatch, and that's all fine and dandy. And even Battlefield, people talk about Battlefield sometimes, right? But you know, sometimes nostalgia keeps us locked into one mindset, but gaming as a whole has evolved. Instead of holding on to the past, maybe it's time to embrace the new experiences out there. Maybe play some single player games, right? That doesn't mean we forget about the old days. Those memories will always be there, but it does mean we should give other games a shot. And look, honestly, the direction of Call of Duty is set. It's going to keep evolving whether we like it or not. The focus on casual and competitive players trying to strike a balance between the two has created a different kind of game than what we experienced during that golden era. It's not necessarily worse, but it's certainly different. Developers like Infinity Ward and Treyarch are always trying to innovate, and with that comes the risk of losing what made Call of Duty feel special in the first place. But maybe that's not the end of the world. After all, gaming is about growth and change, right? Somebody said that. And while we'll always miss the good old days, we can still find excitement in what's coming. At the end of the day, look, nostalgia for old Call of Duty isn't going to bring those games back. The world of gaming is moving forward, and so should we. That doesn't mean we forget about the old times, but it does mean that we embrace what's new. Whether that's the new Call of Duty title or an entirely different game. Try out Assassin's Creed, man. They have some RPG elements. It's really fun. But thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite Call of Duty memory? Are you excited for the future of the franchise? Or are you ready to move on? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, keep grinding. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.